Morning YouTubers, welcome back to Allotment Diggers. Well, I've got a lot to show you today. We have been busy, it's that time of year. Although this now I'm actually in front on everything. Maybe I should start doing a bit more seed sowing. You'll see me doing a bit of that in the video at the end. But we have been very busy, as you will see when I show you a few of these clips. Now we're going to start off with the chicken pen and the chicken coop. I'm going to be getting that all ready for the next lot of birds. And I'm not going to give you any hints of what we were doing. I'm just going to go straight into the clip that I put together. We did this earlier this week, so with that, let's show you what we've been doing.
I've got some decent wood chip there, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to come in here and I'm going to dig the floor up, come through down the path through here. And what I have been doing, I've been filling these 30 litre buckets, as you can see. I've got a load more to do, so I'm going to fill all these buckets with this rotted down wood chip, which the chickens have been working for the last, well, the last lot of chickens have been working this for about 6 months, and they've turned it into fine compost. So I'm just going to get shovel some more into here, and then put that wood chip in over there. So let's get to it.
Yeah, this is well rotted down. You look at that, it's almost like soil. It's big thick pieces of wood chip that was. And the chickens are basically well, completely rotted it down. This will go straight onto the plot, and there's nothing better than chicken manure and rotted down wood chip. And when I say rotted down, this is completely rotted down.
Oh dear.
Well, this is fun.
Hey dear. As you can see, the floor's done now in the chicken pen. It goes right underneath the coop all the way along, and this part here is just basically 4 inches down there is just pure soil, and the chickens can dig it up. They make little holes in it. They sort of if you've ever noticed chickens, they make little round bunk like dugout things, and they lie in them, and then they cover themselves in wood chip and preening themselves, so they can actually scratch around in this. And like I say, the good thing about this wood chip is it turns into this after about 4 or 5 months. I mean, just look at that. That is perfect. I will wash my hands afterwards, but what we got? 2, 4, 6, 8. We got 8. We got another 5 there. We got 13 buckets of horse manure out of this floor here. Not horse manure, chicken manure with wood chip, and we'll be spreading that onto the plot very shortly. So yeah, there's a result. I'm going to put the rat traps back. Set that one live trap up. There's not caught nothing in it, and all the food now is we started off. We put a couple of bags of bait in, that went straight away. 3 days later it went again, and 3 days after that there's still food in it, and I think we might have seen the rats off, so I'll just keep that in here until I get the chickens, and hopefully I've got rat traps around the pen as well, so hopefully we'll sort the rat problem out. We've got another 4 weeks, 5 weeks yet before we get chickens, but the next job will be fixing the hinge on this and cleaning inside the coop. I need to clean inside the coop. I'll put new bedding in there and everything, get it all ready, and yeah, we'll be good to go. So yeah, I've been dying to get my hands on some of this wood chip. You will see what I mean by being dying to get my hands on it shortly, but yeah, this is one job what we needed to do, and desperately needed to do it as well. So this is one of the things ticked off the list, and the list is long and numerous. Well guys, I'm just going to clear the chicken coop out. All the sawdust that's in there is going to go into the buckets. I've got some 30 litre buckets there. I'm going to put them into that and then remove them. There are a few eggs in there that I've not noticed, but like I said, I'm just going to throw them out. Unfortunately, I'm not going to eat them now. They've been in there too long. But yeah, I'm going to clear the coop out and get it all ready for the next lot of birds. So, like I say, it's just a matter of tipping it in. So as you can see, it's straightforward enough. I'll come back in a minute when it's all done, and I have got some new bedding, so I might put some new bedding in. I don't know whether to do it now or later. Oh, there's an egg. Just break it. Get a compost down. As you can see, we've removed all the sawdust now, and that's in the compost bin. I went in with Jay's fluid a little bit earlier, sprayed everywhere. It's still a bit wet in the nest boxes, but that's neither near nor there. Leave it to dry out a little bit more, then I'm going to put new bedding in there, some wood chip or some sawdust even, and then I've just got to replace a bolt on the bottom here. There's just a bolt down here needs replacing. It's broke, and it locks into the floor and keeps the door locked basically. So anyway, I'm going to get the wood chip, and we'll put it in a bit, and the only, like I said, there's a couple more little jobs to do in here and it's all done. Well, we've got some wood chip there. I keep calling it bloody wood chip, it's sawdust. And yeah, very annoying when I do that. Right, this is going to be the fun bit. Break it up. In fact, let's put that Stanley knife down before I chop my fingers off. Put it in a safe place. Right, this is all compacted down this, so once I start to do that with it, it just expands. Anyway, I'm going to throw a load into the nest boxes, a bit on the floor, and we'll think we'll be right. Oh dear.
You girls getting a good look at my bum there. Well, there we go. So I've got the wood sawdust in there. I'm going to call it wood chip again. All I've got to do really is basically just got to sort the lock out on the bottom of the door. Just got to replace that lock there, and then everything's honky dory. So there we go, folks. Ready for the chickens. Won't be long before we'll be getting them. So as you saw there, the wood chip has arrived, and we've done the floor. We've got all that compost that's going to be going mixed. I might mix that with some other compost, and we'll try growing some spuds in it. I think it'll work really well. That broken down wood chip, it looks absolutely fantastic. It really does. Chickens will do that to wood chip. You got to remember, they're flipping it up and over, flipping it around all the time, and then they're desiccating in it. And I reckon whatever you put in that's going to do well. As you saw, they've got this wood chip in there now for him to scratch around him. We've cleaned and sterilised the coop, and you probably hear my nose is all bunged up. It's just, it's killing me, and that could have all been avoided if I would have worn a mask when I was doing the J's fluid. I've still got these greenhouses to clean with J's fluid, so I'll be wearing my mask when I do that. Do as I say, not as I do, basically. I think that's the way it goes. But oh dear, I really got a lung full of that, and it's not good, the fumes off that J's fluid. But we've sterilised the pen. I think I've got rid of all the rats now. We started off the programme with a bag of ret bait. That all went. 3 or 4 days later, we put another bag of bait in. That went. 3 or 4 days after that, we put another bag in, and that's still in there after about a week and a half. We got a live trap in there, see if we can catch them, and there's nothing. We think we've got rid of them. There is traps around the pen, which have always been there. We won't be leaving the traps inside the pen when we get the chickens. And if you're interested about the chickens, then there is a website that you can actually go and have a look at what I'm going to be buying. It's called Cheshire Chickens, and Sycamore Farm, and you get to see the chickens I'm going to be buying. They're called Lohan Browns. They're a very close cousin to the Nova Brown, which I've always bought, and I've always bought my chickens from him because probably the cheapest in the UK to buy chickens from. And I don't want him to be watching this video because he'll probably throw the price up when he knows that. But yeah, I'm going to be getting 12, so the more you get, the cheaper it is. So it's going to probably cost me about 87, 89 quid. I actually buy the boxes that when you get your chickens, they put 4. Actually, you can get boxes where you can put 6 chickens in one box, and then for transport, I normally get, rather than get 2 boxes to put 6 birds in 2 boxes, I normally get 3 boxes, and then so they've got a bit more space when I'm bringing them home. So yeah, I'm going to be getting them shortly. I was looking on the website there, and they've got 400 ready to go, and I could get them any time really. Just give them a ring up and then drive down there and get them. However, at the moment my car, I can't get very far with it. It's the clutch is going, and Tuesday it goes in for a brand new clutch, and after that I can drive anywhere I want. It squeals when I'm reversing back. I've drove the clutch until there's no clutch left on it, basically. I was going to get another car, but the car itself is such a good car. I mean, the engine's fantastic in it. It's powerful. The problem is like the clutch. And anyway, so once that's done, I can start thinking about getting the chickens. So the next thing I'm going to show you, this has all happened over this week. I will try and get this video up this Saturday or Sunday. I think what's today's date? I think it's about 6 today. So I'll probably get it up about the 9th or the 10th, hopefully, this video. And in the video there's going to be a lot of content, as you will see now. So I am going to take you on another tour. Now you go, oh, not another bloody tour, Matt. However, this one's a little bit different, and I'm not going to spoil it for you. We're going to go straight in for it, and I'm going to show you what I've been doing this week. Hi guys, we've got a bit of a breeze today. Look at that blue sky up there, the sun there, it's absolutely blinding. Come down onto the sheds and the greenhouse. That one needs a cleaning, bit of a wipe on the outside, inside. Do that again with some Jace fluid sometime in the middle of next week, I think. But I'm taking you on a walk around the plot because there's been a few changes on the plot, and you're going to see them right now. So as we come down here, you come onto seeing all the paths have all been wood chipped, guys. You see it better from over the other side when the sun's not reflecting off the wood chip. But the planters are doing really well. These crocuses are coming up apace now in all the planters. The glory of the snow ain't poking through yet, but give them enough time, they will do. Again, this bed always seems to do. It's a little bit slower to start. The bulbs start to coming up, and as you can see, they're all coming through now. Everywhere you look down here, you can see them all the way, all everywhere, all poking through. However, when we get round to the other one over there, you'll see them a lot more prominent. Anyway, these planters are all coming back to life now. The strawberry bed, give that a bit of a clean up. It was looking a bit higgledy-piggledy. Really, there should be 2 lines there of strawberries, and you can see the runners all the way around the outside. So what we will do, obviously we're going to have casualties, so I'll be lifting them out and moving them about, and to be quite honest with you, they're not very good strawberries then. So we might put some more in there at the end of the day. If I do that, I'm going to be piling in a load of compost and what have you. If you look at the paths here, you can see that how thick this wood chip is. It's really, really good. So it's going to be tough wearing. You come down here into the beds, you can see the sedum, and you've got the crocuses growing through the sedum here. But you look down there, you can see everywhere you've got bulbs coming up all the way along. These big green things here, the poppies. Them 2 poppies there have been there since, well, for the last 8 years. So, you know, they come every year. These, the gooseberry here and the gooseberry there is going to soon have a partner. There's going to be a gooseberry just here. I'll show you that in a minute because it's round the back of the plot. But yeah, the beds are absolutely awash with tulips and daffodils. You can see more tulips and daffodils there. That, excuse me, let me just have a quick nosy at this. No way. That there looks like a lily.
That's way too early for that to happen. No, it can't be a lily. It might be, so I must keep an eye on that. But as you can see, the tulips and the daffodils are everywhere here. And same in this bed. It's once you come over here. Got lupins in here, but again you got that one there's a currant, fig, and there's a couple of roses mixed in here as well, and all this here is rosemary. All these bushes along here is rosemary. Someone likes rosemary with the lamb. And you come down here again, you come down to a wash of tulips and daffodils in all the hanging baskets along there. They're all coming up. Got lupins doing really well here. You can see where the frost was this morning, although this sun's has thawed everything out now. So yeah, this side of the plot doesn't do as well as the other side, and we're going to take you around there in a bit and show you. But we've got lots of flowers coming up here. We've got crocuses all along here. Some beautiful purple crocus there, and would you believe it, a bloody lupin right in the middle of them. Not a problem, because they do look nice at the end of the day. We look on the table here, we've got crocuses, we've got irises there, I think they're irises coming up. Got tulips, and there's all sorts of things coming up there. I need to trim that box edge there. What's in that pot, what's sat on the table is a box edge there. We'll dig that out. I really need to sort these out as well, but again, they're all summer flowers and spring flowers. I hope we get some birds in the feeders again this year. In the feeders, in the nest boxes. We've got them there, and if you look up there, you can see there's 8 more nest boxes. We had birds in them in most of the boxes last year. Again, we come right down to the back of the plot, and we did the same down here. We did all the paths here. Again, you've got a load of crocuses coming up here on this chair. In fact, I might get rid of that chair, and I'll show you why I'm going to get rid of the chair in a moment. Look at this. So you can see we've had a frost last night. Not that it affects anything. If you come down here, you can see all the elephant garlics doing well. They're about 3-4 inches high now. Every one of them's up. You can't really see them because the light's reflecting off the cover which we've got covered over them. Chicken pen, well, we've had no signs of rats, but you can see we've got a point, we've got rat trap in there, live trap there. There is a trap here, and there's one round the other side as well. I brought you down to see the rhubarb. Rhubarb's doing wonderful down here. This is my other rhubarb. We do need to get in here and do some pruning. This will all be done very shortly. But yeah, I thought I'd show you the rhubarb, and that's well over 12 inches high. By the end of the month, I reckon we'll be having rhubarb crumble. So yeah, everything's looking really healthy, and everything's ready to go. The beds are waiting now for the veg and what have you. Here's what I want to show you. We've got another gooseberry here in this bucket. So that gooseberry is going to go in the bed over where I've just shown you. The pond, you're going to be seeing yellow flag irises starting to come through there shortly. We've got lemon balm there. That there is a bay tree. I grew that from a cutting. I took a cutting. That rose there is underwater, and I need to drill an hole in the bucket and let that water. In fact, I'll try and drain that water out in a bit. Again, we need to wipe the outside of the greenhouse. The outside of the greenhouse is a lot worse than the inside of the greenhouse, believe it or not. You can see where the frost has pushed the soil up here. Come down here, have a look at an update on the Solent and Porcelain White. You're probably going to see my shadow now. But yeah, every one of them's germinated, and there's about 200 or so in there. One thing I do know is how to grow garlic, and we have fantastic results every year with that. This is what I want to show you, a new bench. This was my old mate Alan's bench, the last chairman on here. What I'm going to do is give it a lick of paint, and it's going to go where them planters are there. Them two planters either side of that orange one, they actually got handles. You can actually stand them on the floor, them planters. Them metal planters there, so you know we can move them about. Still haven't spread all this compost into the bed here. The dahlias are all still covered up there. We'll have a quick look underneath there at the end of the week, see what's happening. We've been doing a bit of pruning here on the trees. I'll show you that again. We've got a rat poison box there, and we have actually got another one just down the side of where the door is there. So you know, we take rats on the plot seriously. We don't want to see them, especially when I've got chickens. Anyway, we're going to come down here now, and I'm going to show you the snowdrops. And would you believe it, it's difficult to zoom in on them, but you've got honeybees all over them. Literally, you've got to be careful, I might get stung. But yeah, there's honeybees all over them. They're the first bees of the year I've seen, and they're everywhere there. But you've got snowdrops all along here, all the way through underneath the trees. You've got narcissus coming up right down the centre. In fact, there's a narcissus coming up underneath the table there. Well, the table wasn't there when we had them, put them in last time. But the snowdrops, they'll last for about another 2 weeks, and then they'll die back, and then they'll go back into the wood chip, and you won't see them until next year. I do need to take them pots there and clean them up there for the wasp traps. There's one there and one there. There's another one up here. That's where they hang in the trees. So I need to take that off there and give them a good cleaning. Coming down onto the rhubarb. Again, my shadow's casting bloody shadow everywhere. Some beautiful daffodils started to flower there. All along in these pots are almost ready for flowering. Again, then you got all the tulips and daffodils along the beds ready for flowering. However, I've got a bit of a crisis here in this bed, because I've noticed the rhubarb. You got some beautiful rhubarb. You got 1 crown, 2, 3, 4, just over there in the middle. There's a crown what ain't doing very well. It's still alive, but all the others, I mean, just look at them how they are now. Give it another 4 weeks, we'll be having rhubarb crumble from here as well. We've got a raspberry. Actually, this is a gooseberry trees here. There's 3 different ones. I think there's 2 black and there's 1 white gooseberry in these, and they're on some tree stock. Normally you get them as a bush, but no, these are on tree stock. And if you look, you can see all the way along the front as well coming up. What normally happens, these flower, and by the time they start to die back, the rhubarb takes over them, and it looks absolutely glorious for a while. Same in this bed here, you've got lupins and daffodils and all sorts coming up here, all the way along here. There's a whole host of different ones. I've got to cut that branch out. In fact, I've got to come in here with my pruning shears shortly. Got to do a bit of pruning on the raspberries. These currants are doing okay. I don't need to do anything with them so far. There's a red, say that again. Red, white, red, white, red. There's of currant bushes. All my daffodils and sorry, my dahlias are in there, and there's lupins what go right the way around the perimeter. As I was saying about planters, now the mirror image which is over there if you look at this one, just look at this one here, how well this is doing. This is because I think it gets more sun here, and everywhere you got crocuses. I couldn't tell you just how many different varieties of flowers are in this, spring flowers are in this. But what I can tell you is, once these all die back, you're going to get a load of summer flowers come up as well. So as with all my planters, you get different varieties coming up different times of year. But these look absolutely awesome at the moment. Again, hanging baskets have got crocuses in. We did a bit of a prune here on this Golden Delicious. I might have to just prune that bit out there. I just want to come round here because I did notice something else as well. I didn't realise there was there, them irises. And don't they look absolutely spectacular? I love that blue. So yeah. So yeah, that's what the plot's looking like. Again, we've got more flowers here coming up in pots over there against the shed at the side of the planters over there. We've got, in fact, we've got a few snowdrops in that pot there. You can see little little long-tailed tits waiting to come to the feeders here. Oh, look at this. Oh, it's seen me. Yeah, don't really bother them, does it? Now I'm about 6 foot away from these little terror rays. They're so used to me. Oh God, there's more coming. Oh, we've got some great tits coming now. Oh, it's had a second thought. In the bushes just over here. Got cold tits there looking at me. There's a little blue tit up there. So we've got a blue tit and we've got a long-tailed tit. There's another long-tailed tit just appeared. But in the trees at the back, there's a whole host of them. Anyway, I'm just going to walk away from them. Don't want to disturb them too much. But yeah, that's what the plot's looking like, guys. Let me know what you think. I think the wood chip makes it look a lot better. So as you see, it's got its spring coat of wood chip and everything looks absolutely fantastic. I've got flowers coming, starting to open now. You got the crocuses opening. You got the daffodils just starting to open. You got the snowdrops in flower underneath the trees. The garlics flying away. Everything's there's not a single garlic what's failed on 3 different types of garlic I'm growing, and yeah, everything's looking absolutely fantastic. We've got a few more little jobs to do. Strawberry bed needs a bit of TLC. We've got to do a bit more pruning, but the outside is basically, it's all done. It's all ready to go. Got a nice bench there as well. That bench belonged to my mate Alan, who was the last chair. Well, he was a chairman. There was another guy before me. His name was Mark as well, funny enough. But yeah, it was his bench, and it was left on a plot. Anyway, that plot was given out, and reclaimed the bench back. And I'm going to give it a lick of paint, and that's going to go right in front of where the chickens are, so I'll be able to sit on the bench watching the chickens, the new chickens that is. This is, you know, it's about 3 weeks away, 4 weeks away before that all happens. So yeah, the next thing I want to show you is it's a sequence of clips. You're going to see me doing some sowing, and you're going to see me doing my shallots,
and you're going to see me doing planting some more narcissus. We found another bag of daffodils, so you'll probably see me doing my daffodils first. Then I'm not too sure if I'm going to throw the shallots in or the leeks in, but whatever I do, you're going to see them all now from start to finish. Someone asked me a question as well about what do I do with the old compost? Do I use it again? Well, you're going to see in this video just what I actually do with it. So let's roll the camera and show you what we've been doing in this greenhouse.
Well guys, I forgot all about these ones there. I'll give 2 packs of these away to go around the outside of the allotments where you come through the door anyway. I found these in the shed, so I thought might as well stick them in. So I've got 4 buckets here. In each of the buckets, as you can see, we've got horse manure, and what I'm going to do is mix some of this compost which is in it. It's quite wet. This is old compost which I grew the tomatoes in last year. It's been just sitting in the bucket here, so I'm going to be putting some of this into there, fill it up to about here. We're going to put a pile of bulbs in each of the buckets, top them up to here, and as you know, that horse manure there will rot down and come around about the end of May, June. The soil would have dropped down here. Then we can add some summer bulbs, top it back up, and we've got another 4 buckets of flowers which we can move around the allotments, and that's basically what I'm doing today. So I'm just going to get myself some compost in here, and then we'll start topping these buckets up. Okay, so I'm going to stick that back on the tripod and show you me doing just one of them at least. So with that, let's crack on. This is where it gets a bit messy. What I'm doing, I'm mixing the horse manure with the compost. Now then, let's get the bulbs, and you can plant these very close. I like to just plant them, go around in a circle to start off with, and then working into the centre. And you know, you can stick quite a lot of these into the buckets. Missed anywhere? Nope. Well, one more there. And all it is basically getting some compost and filling it up. The good trick is to bang the edges, and what will happen is all the compost will go between the bulbs. Just pat it down again, a bit more compost, a few roots there, nothing. Just leave these ticking over now in the greenhouse, and wait until I start to see them coming up and then put them outside. In fact, I could just sit these outside now and put them somewhere, and just might stick them around the pond, to be quite honest with you, and just to give us a bit of a splash of colour. So that's where these are probably going to go. Hi guys, well, you join me sort me little pots out for my shallots. I've only got 30 odd of these pots to do, and all I'm doing is scooping some clover, tapping it, and just wiping the top, and
onwards and upwards basically. Like I say, I've got 30 or so of these to do. I'm not putting any pressure, not pushing down, because when I put the actual shallot in there, it will sink into that, and the soil will, you know, sit nicely. You don't want to do everything. You don't want to do anything tight, because you want the roots to start to, you know, to spread easily through the compost. So that's why I'm doing it. And like I say, this is a job for now. I'll show you when I've done them all. I've got a tray at the side of me, and they're just all sitting in the tray at the moment on top of a load of narcissus daffodils. So I'll see you in a bit, folks, when I've done all this, and I'll show you what we're going to do with the shallot. In fact, I'll show you the shallots, and then I'll show you what we're going to do. Okay? Well guys, what we're going to be doing in a moment or two is popping these into some little pots I've got at the side of me. These are called red sun shallots. Beautiful shallot. I've still got a load of these in my greenhouse at home, and I didn't think to go and get some of them out and use some of them. However, I've gone and bought some. And you get 3 packs for a £5, so we got them, and I've also got these ones here. These are called Golden Gourmet. Again, they're lovely shallot, and again I've got a load of these at home as well. Anyway, I'm going to point the camera down now. I'm going to show you the tray where we've got all these pots sat on. You've seen me how I put the compost in. Now you see how easy it is for these shallots to sit in the pots. So with that, let's point the camera downwards. Here you go. These are the shallots. When you've got your shallot, what you want to do, give them a good squeeze, gentle squeeze, make sure they're nice and firm, and then basically it's just a matter of pushing them into the pot and tapping them around. Now these this soil is very loose, so these are easily sink in. And as you can see, we're just pushing them in, tapping the pot, and then the soil will just go around the bulb or the tuber or whatever you like to call it. There is a right way and there is a wrong way. Obviously this is the right way up. There's the roots there, and it's just a matter of pushing them in. I really should just cut that off. I've got a pair of scissors here. There we go. And yeah, that's what we're doing. We're just getting them all ready now. These are sit in the greenhouse until, you know, they get to about 6 inches high, and then we'll stick them outside in one of the beds. We had good results last year, but always squeeze them just before you're putting them in. Well, I was going to say everyone's fine, but that one isn't, so that one definitely not going in. Anyway, we've got the red sun, and we've got these Golden Gourmet. There we go. And again, just flip the lid off. I suppose you can trim. I've got my scissors here, so I'm just going to trim the tops off them. Does no harm whatsoever. Give them a good squeeze. That one, look at the state of that one. So you know, this is why you need to check them. That one's perfect. Absolute perfect. Yeah, if you wiggle the pot around them, it will, you know, the soil will just close over the top of them, or most of them. Some of them are really big. Like, let's just cut that off there. All I'm doing is trimming them. That one's almost, that's, oh no, I'm not going to use that one either. Some of these are really, really nice. I mean, that's almost the size of an onion, that. Again, it's just a matter of sliding them in. It's a bit of a duffer. As well, you got to check them. Like I say, they've been in the bags for a while. In fact, these really, I only got these just recently, so they should go. Really, these I should take some of these back and say, look at the state of these. But I won't. I never kept. You never keep your receipts when you actually when you buy these things. I don't know why. I mean, you go into a superstore, that one's gone. That one's okay. Luckily that one's split into two, so we got two for the price of one there. Again, what you really should do is keep your receipts. No, that one's gone. State that one's gone as well. Bloody hell, that one's okay. I'm sorry about this, you can't see what I'm doing here, but I'm examining these. And right, that's it. I'm going to take these back. Not happy with these. I can't. All that lot, there's 6 of them there which look really, really grubby. Now all the rest of them are fine. However, I could do with another pack I might buy another pack of Red Sun. Cause I've got, and then I'll have probably 16 of each or something daft like that. Hang on, what's 16 and 6? Did I say 32? I've never got there 30, never mind. Right, so we'll be coming back to these, and I'm going to put a couple more in here. But you get the idea. They're sitting on this tray here. I mean, the tray is actually sat on me narcissus. I'll set this. There's a bucket at the side here. What I do is I set this tray on them and just leave them to tick over in the greenhouse. But yeah, these are. Don't need to water them. The compost is damp. So what, I've got 6 more to fill up there. I'm sure I've got some more. In fact, I'll just go home and get some out of the shed and stick them in. Silly me, but I didn't know I think of that. Oh well. So we just put a few of these shallots in here, and they look alright. And a bit of an haircut on the top. Right, with that, let's crack on. I've got so much to do and not enough time to do it. It's been a while, and you can see the condensation underneath this bubble wrap here. And if you look underneath this lid here, you can see the condensation in here. Now that has warmed the soil up, that condensation. So I've got some elephant leeks that I'm going to put in here. Now I normally do mussel butter. I will do mussel butter, but I'm going to start off with these ones because they're a bit thicker. And but as you can see, the condensation, it's just dripping off there. So I'm going to remove that and just level. Oh yeah, that's nice. By the way, it's the warmest day of the year today. Sorry about the dodgy camera work here. In fact, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to stick the camera back on the rest.
So we got it back on the rest.
These are the the leeks I'm going to do. They're called elephant, not elephant. It's F rather than PH, and that's what we're going to be sprinkling into this here. Now the seeds are warm. This is warm. It's been in the greenhouse for 24 hours. Like I say, it's Yossi's day today, believe it or not. February, it's I think it's 13-14 degrees. As you can see, these seeds used by 2023. However, we've got absolutely hundreds of packs of 2019, 2020. We could use them, but I'm just going to try these ones. I just fancy giving them a go this year. They come in a pack like this, so it's just a matter of sprinkling them in, and that's what I do. I sprinkle every last one of them in, and then when it gets more that time, I thin them all out. So these are the seeds. It's not a lot, but just gently spread them over. No rocket science to this, guys. It's just prepare your compost and sow on a warm day. Here's another little trick. I use these little bottles, and what I'm just going to do, I'm just going to wet the seed. Now I know a lot of you use vermiculite and perlite. I've got bags of it. The only trouble is I've not got none to hand. So what I'm going to do is use my trusted sieve. I need to get another one of these. They'll find them on the market. What they are, they're a riddle for maggots. And what you do, you put your maggots in. The maggots crawl through the holes, leaving the casters behind. It's a fishing implement, and it's absolutely fantastic for sieving. So I've got my compost, and I'm just going to lightly give them a light dusting. Could have done with a bit more space, but hey ho, when in Rome, do what the Africans do. Don't ask me what, 'cause I've got no idea. Right, so there we go. That's all you do. So I'm just gently tamp them down. What's the date today? Let's quickly just check the date. It's Monday the 3rd of February. So there you go. That's when I put them in. All I'm going to do now is put the lid back and forget about them. Okay, maybe leave the label in, that helps. And I'll just fold it there so it just sits. There we go. So we'll leave them ticking over, and I'll come back to these shortly, see how they're doing. But yeah, I thought we'd have a go at these elephants. The first time I've seen these ones. I have got another 2 different varieties of leeks, so we might do a couple more sowings and see which are the better ones this year. But first sowing of the year. That's the first thing I've done this year, is that. And it's a bit too early, but hey ho, wait and see. So as you see, everything is looking really good. And if you look down here, I don't know if you can see this camera. You see these here? We've actually brought some of these from my garden. In fact, I didn't need to buy any of these. I could have filled this up 4 times over with the shallots that I've got in my greenhouse at home. However, we've put more. So I think there's 36 of them in total. I might bring a few more up and bring it up to around 40. So yeah. Let's move the camera back up here. I need to sort this tripod out, it's very stiff when I'm moving it. So yeah, that's basically what we've been up to. I thought I'd show you some of the seeds I'm going to be growing this year, and I'm going to show you how I start my seeds off as well. Now, see these plastic bags with they've got like a zip on the top of them, so you can seal them. Plant pot in there. What I do is I fill it up to the top with compost, put the seeds in, wet the seeds, put a bit of sprinkling of compost on top. Again, spray them with a bit of water. Spray a little bit of spray in the inside of the plastic bag. Zip it up, stick it in the grow house there or the one in the other greenhouse, and leave them and let them germinate away. And then I prick them out when they get to the A big. And if you go back to last year, around about this time, we was putting hot chilies, we were putting peppers, we were putting all sorts in, and every one of them fired up. So this method works. I've got these bigger bags here. I know someone's going to say, where'd you get the bags, Mark? Where'd you get the bags? Well, they come from the chemist, and what my medication comes in, to be quite honest with you. I have to have about 15, 16 different sorts of tablets every day, and they come in a big pack, and that's what these come in. You might be able to get them somewhere online, I don't know, but they do work and they're absolutely fantastic. And as you can see, we've got quite a few of them. So the next thing I'm going to show you is some of the seeds I'm going to be growing this year. Now, unfortunately, I haven't got all the seeds. I left a pile at home and I brought the wrong ones anyway. Luckily, Mike from Putting Along come past a bit earlier, and I give him a big handful, so can you go and put them into the community room, Mike, unless you want some yourself. So what I've got here is a selection of, and I'm just going to try and work out. We'll start off with the flowers. So we've got these called giant singles. Now we normally put about 4 in each of the beds on the front of the plot. So we've got 2 beds. So there's 8 of these, and they look really, really good when they're up. And then you've got these little babies. They're called Little Leo, and there's quite a few packs there. And these go into the planters. I've got 10 planters, and I normally put 3 of these in each planter. They only grow to about 1 metre tall, and they've got multiple heads on a lot of them, and they're absolutely fantastic. Beautiful display. And that's where all the tulips and daffodils are now, so these will be going in there with them. We've actually got these things. Now, I don't know why I brought 3 of them, but this is bergamot, and just one plant will grow, it will fill a plot basically, and they give a very pungent smell off. I kept on smelling this stuff, and I thought, that smells like cannabis, guys. And it was when I brushed across it that I got a whiff of it, and it was this. Now this stuff, believe it or not, is a poor man's tea, although it was. Now back in the day, now most of my American friends who are living the dream there in the States will know all about the Boston Tea Party and what the buggers did with all the tea. Instead of bagging the teas up into bags and just chucking the empty boxes into the harbour, what did they do? They threw the tea as well. Shame on you. Well, you all paid the piper there, didn't you? Because you had to drink this stuff, because that was what you was drinking afterwards, after you did that for a few years. Anyway, just kidding. But yeah, this makes a tea, and yeah, it smells like cannabis. So there you go. Anyway, I'm going to be doing some of that. Now then, I've got lots and lots of different packs. Excusez-moi. Like I say, Jay's fluid, no mask, my own fault when I was doing the chickens earlier. So I'm going to rhyme through a few of these packs, and let's get a bit closer so I can show you at the camera. So I've got these sort of Savoy, they're called Virtus. I'm going to give them a pop. In no particular order. We've got some Fertillo peppers. Going to give them a pop. Got Isper F1 cone cabbage. I've got 3 different varieties of cone cabbage. Giving them a go. We've got Socrates F1 cucumbers. Give them a go. Again, we've got some Sweet Marillion F1s. The girl says you better do iceberg this year, Dad, or you've had it. So I've got these iceberg 4. They come with these cool little labels there. So when you sprinkle them into the pot, you put them in. You don't have to write labels up. We've got these Opham's 2 Flower of Spring cabbage. These are another cone cabbage. So that's number 2 cone cabbage. You got these Ladiva cucumbers. Now them, don't leave the allotments, because once they come up I use it like munch on them all the time, and not one of them gets home normally. I might have to do a few more of them. We've got some sweet coloured Spectrum peppers. These are just sprinkle them into a pot and forget about them. We've also got some Roma VFs. I did do F1s last year, but these are just the same basically. You've seen them ones. I've got a few packs of each. I've got them ones. What's that? Oh, Louisa F1s, cucumbers. Gonna give them a go. I think you've seen the Socrates F1. We've got some chard called Bright Light, the rainbow chard. We grew some of these last year, I think, and they were absolutely awesome. We've got some kale. It's called Dwarf Green and Curled. I actually got about 8 or 9 different varieties of kale. We're going to do these cheesy F1 collies. I've got several varieties of collies. I will be doing collies because they do like cauliflower cheese, the girls, and I like eating them raw. I love collies raw. I can munch. They always complaining when I just snap a piece off and I'm eating it, and they say, you know, that's for tea, so we're going to having cheese cauliflower cheese. It says you're eating it all, you bugger. I said, well, you know. But I do like it raw. I don't like it so much cut, but raw I love it. What else we got here? Cabrice F1 cabbage. That's just a small selection. However, we have got more. Let's just stick these in the bag so I don't knock them all over the floor. 90% of these we're definitely going to be doing. So we've got come down to this lot as well. There's more. However, there's not as much as I'd like to have shown you. Unfortunately, I left them at home. But we've got these Aberinos, so I'm going to give them a pop. We've got some gherkins called Fenlo Pickling. I think that's an N. V-E-N, is it? Is it an R? Anyway, my eyes are really suffering now because I'm trying to read these, squinting to read them. We've got these peppers called Sweet Colour Rainbow. We've got some hot cayenne peppers, giving them a pop. You just seen me sold these at Elephant. We've got some Musselburgh there. We're going to be giving them a go as well. We do these every year, so a couple of packs of Sweet Romeo mixed. Give them a go. A couple of packs of Sweet Mini Reds peppers. Here's my favourite of all the cabbages, the Greyhound cone cabbage. So you've seen 3 different varieties of cone cabbage now. Probably the best of all the cucumbers would be, for me, would be the Telegraph F1s. All you do, plant them in a pot. Once they get so big, plant them in a bigger pot, forget about them, and when it starts, you know, about June, July, you'll be harvesting them, and you know, they're really, really nice. We've got some, they're called red Colobus cabbage. They don't look red to me, that looks purple, unless I've got some sort of something wrong with my eyes. That looks purple to me. Anyway, we've got a couple of packs of Gardener's Delight. We've also got some Market More. These are okay. You've got to be careful because once you get to the the maximum size, they start to go yellow. When they start to go yellow, they go bitter. So be warned. They do after a certain stage, they can taste very bitterly. Curry squash. Now all my squashes are at home. This is what I wanted to show you, my tomatoes, but I've left them, unbelievably. We've got some January King F3s, a couple of packs there. I only need one of these packs. In fact, I don't even need a full pack, I only need a few seeds. So I'll probably throw some more of these into the community room later. Some more Gardener's Delight. Gardener's Delight there. We've got some Black Beauty courgettes. We're going to give them a pop. Only need one of them. Again, we've just seen the Telegraph. We've got some hot jalapenos. I like to call them jalapenos. Why do I do that? It's because of the J. That's where you start off, and it's jalapenos, not jalapenos. But hey ho, who gives the monkeys, really? No one's listening. And then we've got these white silver tooth chard. We got this Leon Prize Maker leeks. So that's 3 different varieties of leeks. We've got some red cherry tomatoes, and we got these snowball turnips. We do like turnips, and I like to eat most of these raw, believe it or not. Not so keen on things being cooked, but I do like everything raw. And when they start coming up, you'll probably see me munching on half of these. But they're just a selection. I've got literally boxes of seed. By the way, I paid £10. I paid 5p for them a pack. These ones I paid 10p a pack. So, and I bought them when there was going out when at the end of the growing season last year, and you know, why waste money? Well, I mean, that probably cost you 50 quid there. Probably cost me a fiver, if that. Not even that. Not even a fiver. Probably cost me 3-4 quid there. So there are a few of the seeds I'm going to be growing this year. I will start them off. I could have started a few off today, but I'm not. The sun's out, it's lovely outside. But yeah, like I said, I've shown you, I've talked long and hard, I would say, and I've talked long enough. But I'll show you a few of the things I'm going to be growing this year. Let me know what you're growing. Let me know what you think about the plot outside. Like I say, it's got its spring coat on now, and we won't have to worry about that until the end of June, July, before we could think about putting another pile of wood chip on it. It won't be long before we'll be getting the birds. As you've seen, everything's sorted in there now. So that's it for this one. I'll try and get it up, this video, for Saturday or Sunday. I think it's the 6th today, so you know, I've got a lot of editing to do and what have you. I do believe it's going to get really, really stormy this weekend as well, so I hope everyone's battened their ashes down and everything's nailed down, and anything what can blow away has been put away. So fingers crossed everyone comes through this storm which is heading towards us right now. So I'll see you next one, guys. Goodbye for now.